Welcome back to Let's Try to Play. Today we're going to be playing Planet Clicker 2. I know, surprising clicker game, right? But just like any clicker game, you click on the planet and we get energy. So we're basically just stealing all of Earth's energy. We already got enough for our first upgrade, which is the Earth Clicker. It makes your clicks 2 times as powerful, so we're going to buy that, and now we get 2 energy per click. No mind now, that costs 200 energy. No worries, we'll get there quick with our fast fingers here. Earth Clicker again, now we're getting 4 per click. The next upgrade after that is the Campfire, which auto produces 1 per second, and now we're at 1 energy per second. And even clicking as fast as I can, it's going to take a while to get to 2000. So in classic Let's Try to Play fashion, we got our trusty auto clicker here. So let's just enable that, and oh my, yep, we are going up quick now. So we can buy the farm, which produces 10 energy per second. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's also buy another Campfire or another 2. 3? All right, 3 is all we can afford. And now let's save up until we get to the 2000 for that Earth Clicker. Almost there, and there we go. Just a couple more clicks, and there we are, 2000 energy. So let's just double our click power once again. Now it costs 20,000. This is going to get expensive real quick, but we do make 8 energy per click now, and with that auto clicker, that is a lot of money. So along with all of these upgrades we have on the left here, we can also buy more planets. So right here we have Mars for 1 million, Jupiter for 150 billion, and you just get all of the planets. So obviously our first goal is to get Mars for 1 million. I don't really feel like clicking that much, so again, we're going to engage that auto clicker. And then these farms only cost 920 right now, so let's just auto click that, see how many we can buy. I don't know why it doesn't tell me how many of each thing I have, but we're at 64 per second now. Buy a couple more campfires. Nice, 69 per second. All right, we're at 11,000. So we're gonna go ahead and buy the animal farm, which produces 120 per second, which will bring us up to 189. And we might as well buy a couple more campfires. So now we're at 194 per second. I think the next upgrade we're gonna buy is another Earth Clicker. So I'll see you when I can afford that. All right, there we are, 20,000. Let's double our click power really quick. Now we're at 16. So I think with how expensive the Earth Clicker gets, until we start unlocking the other planets, I think it'll be more useful to get these upgrades. Because right now the 200,000 just to double the click power once, that seems a little too expensive. Like, we're going up quick, but we ain't going up that quick. But the next upgrade is the windmill, which costs 75,000. So we are going to save up for that, which shouldn't take us too long. We're already at 63,000, just 10,000 more. All right, we are at 73,000, and by the time I finish this sentence, we'll be able to afford it. There we go. All right, so let's buy this windmill, which brought us up to 1,194 energy per second. So I think we're actually making more per second than we are with the auto clicker. So I want to keep buying the windmill until it costs 200,000, then I'll switch over to the Earth Clicker and just buy the cheapest one that's worth it. Like, obviously the campfire and the farm and the animal farm, they're not really worth it. All right, let's buy another windmill real quick. Now we're at 3,000 per second. So I think we should be able to buy 2 or 3 more windmills before we buy the Earth Clicker. And how much did Mars cost again? That was 1 million. So actually, if we wanted to, we could just save up and just go straight to Mars. I'm not sure if that's the smartest play though. So for now, we're gonna buy another windmill, which of course ups us by 1,000, bringing us to 4,000 per second. And we'll buy it one more time. And there we go, 150,000. Let's buy it one more time, and I think we'll stop there for now. The next upgrade will be the Earth Clicker, and actually this is taking a little bit longer than I was wanting. So in classic Let's Try to Play fashion, we're gonna watch an ad and get this 2x bonus. All right, so now we're at 2x. I don't know how long for, but we're at 12,000 per second, and our click power's doubled. We're gonna go ahead and buy as many of those as we can. Now it's at 2 million. We can only buy 1. That's sad. But we'll buy as many windmills as we can, as many factories as we can while we have this 2x bonus. Hopefully it lasts quite a while. There we go. Yeah, we are going up fast now. All right, let's buy another windmill. And the next upgrade we're going to buy is the factory. And then I think after we buy the factory, we should be able to buy Mars. And there goes our 2x bonus. So we're back down to our normal speed at 8,000 per second with the 32 clicks power now though. All right, so let's buy a factory, which brought us up to 13,000 per second. And actually we're going to buy quite a few more factories before we buy Mars. And yeah, we can buy a factory probably I'm not going to do the math, but I'm going to guess every 10 seconds. Somebody in the comments will do the math. There's our next factory, and we're at 23,239 per second. And you know what, just to get that to a nice even number, let's buy a bunch of these campfires. Oh god, they got expensive fast. So now we're at just a nice even number of 23,300 per second. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I just let this sit here for an hour with the auto clicker on the factory. So those now cost 101 million energy, but we have 64 million energy to our names, so let's go ahead and buy Mars. There we go. First upgrade is the Mars Clicker, then solar panels, then oil mine, then the coal power plant. The coal power plant produces 1.5 million per second, so I feel like we should start off with buying that. So we're going to do that, which brought us up to 1.72 million per second. I feel like it's pretty safe to say we're going to dump the rest of our money into the Mars Clicker, and just like that, all of our money is gone. But we make 256 per click now. Still not really doing anything compared to the 1.5 1.72 million per second we're getting automatically. Buy another coal power plant, because why not? Another 1.5 million sounds pretty nice. And how much is the next planet? 150 billion? Alright, so it's going to take us a while to get there. But just because we're on Mars, we might as well buy at least one solar panel and one oil mine. And, you know, another coal plant. And another one. And I think the move here is to save up to 500 million for the nuclear power plant, because that produces 50 million per second. So it's 50 times more powerful than the coal power plant, but only costs 5 times as much. And look at that, we're already at 350 million. And just like that, we can afford it. So let's buy it. Now we're at 60.85 million per second. That's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and double our click power again. And let's actually go over here and double our click power over here as well, because we can do that a few times. So now our click power is 4,096. So now it's actually going to start making a difference when we buy those clicker upgrades. But let's buy another nuclear power plant and another one and another one. I did not think we'd be able to afford 3, but hey, there we go. And we can afford another one already. So let's buy that. Now they cost $1 billion. Next upgrade costs 8 billion, and that produces 750 million per second. So we're gonna go ahead and save up for that. We're already halfway there. We might as well. And there we go. We can buy that, and that's gonna bring us up to 1.01 billion per second. And we can actually buy it again already. So now we're at 1.76 billion per second. And look at that. We can buy it again and again and again. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy the Mars clicker again. And actually we'll buy it again here in a second when we get to 37 billion. There we go. And let's go over to Earth and then buy these ones, because this will go up even more. 200 billion. All right, that's going to take a few seconds to get at least. So let's see where we're at. We're at 65,000 per click now. But we can buy a couple more of these Martian technologies. So let's do that, which brought us up to 7.01 billion per second. The Earth clicker is cheaper to upgrade, so we're going to upgrade that next, which we should be able to afford here in just a second. There we go. Buy that. Go back over to Mars. Yeah, now the Mars clicker is 482 billion. So let's buy a couple of the Martian technologies again, and then we'll buy some nuclear power plants until my auto clicker tells me no. So we're at 11.01 billion per second now, which means we can afford a couple more Martian technologies. And let's see what our click power is. 131,000. That's all right. But we're at 200 billion, which means we can afford Jupiter. Yeah, this is where stuff starts to get expensive. But let's go ahead and buy the Jupiter clicker and then the steam engine for 5 billion per second. And actually we can buy that a couple times. So now we're at 32.51 billion per second. And our click power is 262,000. Oh God, look at that money go up. We are making so much now. So let's go ahead and auto click on the steam engine, which I don't even know how many we just bought, but we're making 67 billion per second now, which means I can come over here and buy the Mars clicker again to double our click power once again to 524,000. And while we're at it, let's buy a couple more steam engines. And then the next upgrade is the hydrogen fusion reactor for 1.5 trillion. So let's go ahead and buy that for an extra 100 billion per second. And let's buy it one more time. And then I'm going to actually buy the Jupiter clicker again. So now we're at 1.05 million per click. Okay, Saturn's 750 quadrillion. So it's going to be a while before we can afford that. But for now, let's just keep buying hydrogen fusion reactors and steam engines until we can afford the helium fusion energy. All right, I think we bought enough hydrogen fusion reactors to where it now makes sense to save up for the helium fusion energy. And there we go. We can afford it. And that brought us up to 6.02 trillion per second now. So let's go ahead and buy the Jupiter clicker again. So now our click power is 2.1 million. Now let's buy another helium fusion energy and another one and another one. And another one, which brings us up to 198 trillion per second, which means we can buy the Jupiter clicker again and buy another solar radiation. So our click power is now 4.19 million per click, but we can buy a solar radiation and we can buy the Jupiter clicker again to double our click power and bring us up to 438 trillion per second. Now I know it's not financially responsible, but I'm going to go back to Earth and see how many campfires I can buy. I'm just going to let my auto clicker run on this and we'll just see how long it takes to go through $20 quadrillion. And here we go. There we go. Going. Still going. We're still going up in money, actually. That's interesting. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah, about 5 seconds of auto clicker. But we can buy the Earth clicker a couple times. And we bought the Mars clicker a couple times. So now our click power is 1 billion. So let's buy a couple more solar radiations, which got us up to 1.28 quadrillion per second. So now it is time to save up for that thermal radiation. All right, that did not take very long. So let's buy that. 3.78 quadrillion per second. Am I in the big leagues yet? And just because we can, let's buy it again. So we're now making 34 billion per click. And then the next thing we're going to do is save up for that 750 quadrillion to buy Saturn, which we're already at 500 quadrillion, so it will not take long. All right, there we go. We can afford it now, so let's just buy that. Oh, okay. Well, we can't afford any of the upgrades. And I don't really feel like waiting that long, so we're going to watch another ad to get that nice, sweet 2x multiplier. So we're just going to click away. Actually, let's click on Saturn. That way we can just buy the upgrades as soon as we get them. With that 2x, we're at 54.47 quadrillion per second. So we're still going up out pretty slow compared to how much these upgrades cost for Saturn, but that's alright. Here in a second, we'll be able to buy the Saturn clicker, which I'm actually not going to do. I'm going to save up for the gas-powered energy. Oh, and there goes our 2x booster. Back down to our measly 27 quadrillion per second. And actually, there are planets on the left as well. This only costs 50 billion. So let's actually go ahead and buy that and just buy all the upgrades that we can.